my colleagues is actually has set up breakout rooms for all of us. And we're trying to, it's new for us, so bear with us as we're going forward. But we believe that the breakout rooms really will actually allow us for a much more important dialogue. So we're trying to group people together, 5 at a time, and encourage those dialogues. We'll have one for about 15 minutes, all come together again, and then break out into a different group to enhance it. So it's not different than what we normally would do at a business of after 5, when we mingle, when we move around. It's just in a different format. So I'm very much looking forward to the conversations that we will have. And on that note, I think we're all going to be kicked out of this session right now and moved into a breakout session. So watch what it says on your screen, and I'll see some of you in just a few seconds. I think we might all be back in this session right now. So what is happening during this time is that we have, I think we have all the groups back. Let me see. Yeah, I think we've all come back. So what happens now is actually that we take about a minute or two, and until basically they will set up different groups behind the scenes, and we're going to be moved into a different breakout session. Because I was wondering if someone from a different session than I was in, maybe Hugo, if I asked you what some of your conversations were about.
Oh, sure. I mean, some of us knew each other. Obviously, Drew from Expert VR had the, you know, the sex appeal of high tech really working in his favor. So we talked a lot about that. We talked about the way businesses are coping. I know that Jason is a newcomer to Canada, and so what a welcome that he's had coming at this very interesting time, and it's kind of thrown all his plans awry. So mostly conversation about the, you know, what we're doing and how we're coping, and you know, how businesses are moving forward, and you know, people want to know what the mood is like. But you know, generally I think people, yeah, businesses are taking a beating, but the mood is still optimistic, at least from our group, I think.
I think that's a good way to summarize it. Our group actually spoke about mandatory masks, if it was of interest to it, and how it would actually impact people. And we just got to talk about the impact on tourism and the potential of VR and the future of VR when it comes to that. I think I have my colleague Amy on here too. And I think, Amy, you might have been in a different group than Hugo's. Do you want to touch base on some of your discussion?
Absolutely. We also talked about sort of business and how it has changed during and as we hopefully move away from COVID. I was actually just writing a personal message to Andrea from Soulfire Power Yoga, and we were learning about how, you know, changes in businesses that people have to do right now will actually continue on once her yoga studio, for example, is able to open. It's so refreshing. Things like that from business owners, and that we're able to not only pivot, but then continue that and create a whole new opportunity from not really a great situation. So I thought that was fantastic.
It's encouraging when we hear it. I think it makes a difference too. Shelley, we have Shelley Pix with us. I don't know if you were in either Hugo's or Amy's group, but I thought,
Nope.
No, a different one. Do you want to?
I was in a different group as well, and it was wonderful. It was a small group of 4 of us, and talking, and really it comes down to couple stories of some spotlights on businesses who have changed quickly and think different and do different. But also a little bit about even when we reflect on our own lives and how, you know, we've had to change, and what we do on the work front as well as the home front. So what's the silver lining for each of us through COVID? What have we learned about ourselves, and what have we found to create joy for ourselves as we make our way through it?
Such an important issue. We had, during one of our webinars, we actually spoke about the mental health during that period of time too, and how critical it is, because so much has changed, so rapidly has changed in our lives, has created a lot of uncertainty. But how do we actually stay positive as we move through it, and what impact does it have on people close to us? So I think that's a fascinating, a really important topic. So my colleague Karina is giving me the notice saying that she's ready to move us into the next breakout rooms. So I will see some of you in a couple of seconds and then all of you in a couple of minutes. This is great. I think we're all back together. We're in the middle of a conversation. I'm starting to think that next time we have breakout rooms, we need a couple more minutes because the dialogue is so good and so engaging. But I thought maybe if I ask someone, maybe Richard, if I can ask you, I haven't been part of one of your breakout sessions. Can you give us a little bit of a sense of what your conversation was like?
We had a cool conversation surrounding around work-life health balance and what the change from working from home, and everybody shared their experiences and their perspective about working from home, some of the challenges, the distraction, and some people came up with, from a corporate point of view, how that is going to change, how the brick and mortar, the traditional brick and mortar that we're used to is going to change over time with businesses shifting their models and allowing that flexibility to have their workers work from home, whether it's part-time or whether it's going to be full-time basis, depending on the nature of the businesses. So we had a good conversation around that.
That's fascinating, actually. I love hearing that too. I have my colleague Karina indicated that we can have one quick breakout session that she would like to do. It's just a random one for a couple of minutes. So I'm just trying to see if we're ready for it and if we are ready for it. So we're going to be kicked out of this session and then kicked back in. We're all back. I wanted to, we have kept you a little bit longer. We have kept you 6-7 minutes beyond the time that we normally do. We said we would only have our first business after 5 for 1 hour. So let me thank Meridian Credit Union for making this gathering possible. Those were excellent conversations, and I really appreciate all of your input and reminding us of what really matters. And I really did appreciate today a lot of conversations around one's mental well-being. So thank you for that. Thank you to Meridian for all that you do for businesses and all the Meridian staff who is with us today. Thank you for being part of all the chat rooms as well. And to my colleagues for making everything look so easy to, I think I have Amy, Emma, Brad, Karina, and Hugo. I've mentioned, I think we're here somewhere on this page. I can't see you all. A wonderful evening. We are planning to continue it. It will be going forward the first Tuesday of every month, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great July. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. Stay safe.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Bye-bye.